Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Discovery of Project Genius webinar. My name is Joseph Eicher. I am leader of the Shine Consulting, and we are based in the European Union, and we are a faculty level 3 partner of GeniusU. And probably none of us expected that the massive move online due to COVID was just the beginning. You probably had no idea how major and pain could happen in the last half of the year. We all see it around us, the huge amount of change, the rapid emergence of artificial intelligence, the automation. More and more things are being done by projects. One of project management is now clearly differentiating competency. It allows us to succeed even in times of radical change. For some of you who are seeing me and the first time, let me say that I have been involved in project management at Shine for almost 30 years. More than 842 companies have used our solutions. Almost 100% of our business is delivered online. And now pay attention. It used to be that project management was reserved for specialists. Today, this is not longer the case. Project management is core competencies for every entrepreneur, for every team member. When you want to succeed, it's the same as when you go. Getting clear on your why and creating a plan is the first step. But then you need to start implementing your plans. And that's the second step. It's the only way how to move forward. And when you take the second step, you will find that you have to adjust your plans a bit. And the second step is implementation. And without plan, you don't know why and where to go. But without steps, there is no moving forward. And how will the webinar go? Please keep your video and audio turned off for now. If you want to ask a question, use it. I will also share everything that's needed in the chat. After the webinar, you will also receive a recording as well as the materials I will be sharing. And I have prepared a little quiz for you at the beginning. Let me share, first of all, the link to the quiz to the chat. And now I'm going to screen, and you can take your mobile and you can read a QR code, and everyone is welcome for short beginning quiz here. That's welcome page of our very first short interactive assignment. Yes, please join us. And it's just a quick assignment, and I prepared for you two questions. Please, what is the main problem that you are currently trying to solve in the implementation of your projects? What are you facing with at the moment? So you can type 1, 2, 3 challenges you are facing at the moment, and please feel free to answer. And okay, again, you can join using a QR code or type menti.com and use 8 digits, changing requirements. Anything else? People, time, knowledge, right? Of course, it might be more. And thanks. And the second and last question. Do you already use artificial intelligence and automation at work? If so, which application and for what? And again, you can give up to 5 examples. And please feel free to share. We do not. Okay, no, we don't yet. And do you have any example? Not yet, but curious. Yeah, thanks. ChatGPT, OpenGPT. OpenGPT is a clear winner of the race at the moment. Okay, Midjourney. Okay, not yet. Okay, Notion AI. Okay, thanks. Let's stop this assignment for now, and let me go back to the presentation. What's the reality at the moment? You can see from the screen the data. The world is becoming more and more project-based. Research data shows that in Germany, 47% of business is already project-based, and this percentage is growing every year. But we found an interesting paradox in the research. 97% of executives consider project management as a necessary competency to sustain organizational performance and long-term success. But at the same time, 87% of executives have not taken any course of project sponsor effectiveness, and they don't know how to properly commission and support projects. And the consequence is that despite of all the effort of international project communities and the available software tools, the percentage of successful projects don't increase. It's still about 70%. Why? I often see the story. Maybe some of you will recognize in it. Get to know each other. This is Thomas. Thomas is a low-level entrepreneur. He's 35 years old and married. He has 2 small children at home, and his profile is creator. And he has many ideas. He also likes to meet other people. And previously, as you can see, he was also full of energy. And Thomas is not very happy today. He's tired and overwhelmed. He knows that his business has changed dramatically over the years. The rapid emergence of AI is creating enormous pressure for change, innovation, and speed. And he needs to implement a new business model quickly, but he also knows that project management has changed a lot in recent years. Everything is fast, everything is online. He's failing to create a project team that is truly motivated and pulling together. And Thomas has no time to learn new applications and procedures. Everything is too complex, and he doesn't know what to choose from the many options. And he worries that he won't make enough money. And as a result, he has no time for his family and his children and for his hobbies. And let's show Thomas how to improve the situation. First, let's start with the main reasons why projects fail. It often happens that 3 things are connected. There are also 3 main reasons why projects often fail. First, people don't have the right simple project habits. Second, no one is addressing the typology of people. We assume by mistake that we are all the same. And third, people rely on software to solve everything for them, but the motivation in the project team is not set up properly. I will now show you using Shine Consulting as an example of how you can solve these 3 problems. As you can see from our vision to be pioneers in creating a fair environment for the execution projects, change and innovation in the digital age, the issue of motivation is something we have really been addressing for a long time. The immediate benefit for our customers then is we help people discover their personalized path to manage project flow in Society 5.0. We call our approach Project Management 5.0, and our emphasis is on simplicity. And simplicity is the key. Simplicity leads to speed, and speed will positively impact your success. I will return to Project Management 5.0 soon. Shine is a company that can innovate quickly. Look to some data. In the last 3 years, we have paid more than twice as much attention to innovation than before, comparing to the last pre-COVID year, 2019. And thanks to innovation, the introduction of the engagement marketing 5.0 concept and simple project management last year, we created the turnaround of our open online courses to 186% compared to the previous period. And let's now look together how project management has helped us. Pythagoras once said, create a triangle and 2/3 of the problem is solved. The first dimension is characters. Well, dynamics typology and talent dynamics typology will help the flow. And each of us has a natural talent for how to learn, how to lead, and how to live, and a natural strategy for good relationship at work and even for project management. And when you recognize them, you can put them to excellent use. Second dimension is everyone has some capabilities. These are about knowledge and skills and how we can use them in different project situations. And Shine Project Management Academy creates the right simple project habits. And third dimension, attitudes, are related to motivation. And project must make sense. People must be free to flourish and feel that their efforts are fairly rewarded. And this is achieved if you have the right environment for project work in your enterprise. And we have implemented our high-tech and high-touch IT solution to support motivation and reward system in self-driving agile team. The name of the solution is Motivate, and I will show you later. And the combination of capabilities, attitudes, and characters creates the magic triangle of your project management 5.0. And now let me highlight some key items from each of those dimensions, characters. We found the world dynamics and talent dynamics typology to be a great way to understand the characters. We have been using it at Shine for 10 years, and we all have inborn basic energy. It determines what we do best. Dynamo can invent new things, has high creativity, is fast, welcomes changes, has conceptual and strategic thinking, and loves visualization. And if you have this energy, you will put it to great use in initiating your project, obviously. The second dimension is a Blaze. Blaze loves to communicate, can establish and create good relationships, is good at motivating and loves variety and gets others excited and loves to present. And Purple, he or she is practical, gets things right in time, has excellent one-on-one relationships, and tends to be a great salesman. And he's great at time management on projects. And last dimension is a Steel. This person knows details, systems, and automation. He's excellent with facts, data, and numbers, and thinks slowly and analytically, and needs logic. And he or she is great at setting up project management systems. The point is that a person with a Blaze allergy should approach project management very differently from a person with Steel energy. For example, I have Blaze energy. I'm good with people. But I'm not good at the detailed system setup and analysis. I'm probably not gonna manage projects with a great technology setup. And if you haven't done the world dynamics or talent dynamics test yet, you can also do a free simple Genius test for project management directly on our Shine consulting homepage. And if you see your initiate character correctly, you have a much better chance of getting to a state called flow. And in this state, you are much more productive. We are also preparing a special webinar on how to use the world dynamics and talent dynamics typology for project management. It's coming soon. And capabilities. Let's explain the second dimension of the project management 5.0 triangle. We use the Genius guidelines for creating our strategy and promotion plan. We then implement our plan through projects. I will show the real case of our guidelines and plans soon. But now let me explain a little bit about the project management state of art in Shine. Every project represents a change. And if you want to be a master of your projects, then you have to be able to create an intent. And it's about a vision and objectives. And you have to explain the purpose of the people around you. And you have to set the right, let me say, playground. And the playground is about the rules of your project game. And here you need to use the simple tools, rules, and roles. And third dimension, you and the people around you need to be able to, but they also need to want to. And people will want to if they see the purpose in what they are doing, if they have the autonomy to work, and if they experience feelings of mastery and appreciation. And intent, environment, and people together create what we at Shine call the change triangle. And your project will be successful if you pay attention to all three edges of the change triangle. And how did we implement this concept in practice? At Shine, we work consistently agile in weekly cycles. Weekly synchronization is like a heartbeat for us. It gives us our work together a rhythm. Every week, we evaluate and plan together and also give each other how it works. We have three cycles. It's the same as a turning wheel of a water mill. The first cycle is a blue one. It's an operational management cycle. Every week it's a sprint. It's where the project teams review the work together and plan the next week's work. For us, this meeting is always on Monday. In our company, we evaluate together who has contributed to the success of projects and innovations. The second cycle is a green one. It's a monthly cycle. It's a tactical cycle. In the meeting, we evaluate the status of project delivery. And third cycle is the red cycle. It takes place twice a year. It's our strategic cycle. It takes the form of a full-day workshop. And there we adjust the strategy, set goals for the next period, and also evaluate the result together. And we keep running for a full year since 2014, quite regularly. Let's take a concrete example of intent. You can read it from the screen. Before we start something bigger, we always agree together on the so-called intent. And the intent is a very simple, easy to understand document. It's like a pyramid. At the top, we always have a vision. It's our why. And then we agree on one or two progressive goals. Those are measurable. And for the first goal, we agree on 3 to 5 key topics to address. And here you can see an example of our 2023 intent for the GeniusU marketplace. And let me explain project management in Shine in a nutshell. When we completed the intent, we then elaborate our intent in greater detail using the so-called project idea. And here we agree on the expected benefits and measurable goal. And this is then followed by project master plan. And this is where the project team clarifies the key deliverables, agrees on a general timeline, and identifies the prerequisites for successful execution. And as you can see, it's already starting to look like a schedule. And this plan serves to orient our people. And what is important, it must be simple, only the key elements. The intent, project idea, and project master plan form a clear project brief. And we create together online on a mural on Miro shared desktops. And for simple projects, this is enough to start work. But to manage the project well, the project team already creates the so-called work breakdown structures separately. A mind map is great for it. And at this moment, it's already possible to create a specific commitments on who will do what. And we write the commitments in a special cloud application we call Motivates. I will explain that in a moment. And operational project management is then coordinated by each team in a simple application. For example, it might be Freelo, it might be Asana, it might be Microsoft Project Online, it might be Trello. The point is that this avoids the project being an endless list of tasks. Everyone understands why and what they are doing on and how their work contributes to the overall goal. And here you can read the overview of our applications. we prefer specialized cloud-based applications, and we connect them to each other. And you can read from the list a couple of AI-based applications like Descript, OpenGPT, or Midjourney. And the number of AI connected applications is growing. And now let me jump to a couple of real case examples. You can see them from the screen. Just a second. Yes, let me prepare examples. First of all, I'm going to share with you strategy. As I already mentioned, it's created under the partnership with the Genius U. It's a quite extensive slide deck, and you can look from the screen. It represents our strategy, and this is the first step, because the strategy is a must to have, definitely, but this is not the only document it's needed for successful project implementation. And now let me share with you the mural. It's coming through. The projects, it's jointly planned on a mural shared workshop. And here you can you see an example of the creation of one of our micro schools. And the mural serves as an endless flip chart paper. It's an extremely useful tool for a planning project in the digital world. Here you can see mural shared board, and we can follow each element using outline. As I can click to the outline here, yes, and start from a project intent and go to the project proposal, and we can examine customer pathway and jump to the project risk and discuss the typology of the project team members, and this is a super solution for the digital age. And now let me share with you technique. I already mentioned that work breakdown structure is important for each project, particularly in the circumstances the project is more complex. Here you can see a real case of WBS structure for one of our micro school, and again we can easily deconstruct the nodes to the subnodes and to the details. It means it's a super prevention to jumping to the detail too early. Yes, I would recommend using Line Manager as a perfect solution for WBS creation, but you can find many of them on a marketplace. And for project management, we use a common cloud-based application for controlling tasks within the week. Here you can see real case. We use Freelo, we use Trello or Jira, but again, the important thing is that we don't burden the joint meetings with operation planning. Each sub-team is already working on its own, and it's a typical Kanban-like approach. You can see it's a planned activities, and once something is in progress, you can drag and drop and move it, and that's easy to operate. And again, these operational project management applications are super helpful to keep project under control. But again, please start from the big picture, start from the mural first. And now let me jump to the third element of the project management 5.0 concept, and this is about attitudes. And now pay attention. The area of the production factory, it's coming to an end. The future belongs to the so-called decision factory. And Roger Martin, in the Harvard Business Review in 2013, clearly described that there is a significant shift from the earlier production factories where production workers worked and were it made sense to have procedures, input and outputs described, and people rewarded for productivity. And shift is to decision factories where knowledge workers work and where the exact output or procedures is often not too clear. And we are looking for solutions. We look for what is effective. And yet the reward of knowledge workers in most companies is the same as that of production workers, not for usable results, but for an hour of work. The outdated approach to knowledge workers negatively affects their motivation. And the age of artificial intelligence and automation makes even rewarding knowledge workers purely for the time they put into something completely meaningless. And what to do? Look to the person, a person who knows how to use artificial intelligence, automation, and low code can replace the work of 10 others in an hour of his time. And but paying purely by the hour of is unfair to such a person. How can he be motivated to improve when he's only rewarded with more tasks and projects? Hiring a freelancer to join a team for only a man-hour of work has also literally become obsolete overnight. Either the person isn't using the new procedures and is desperately unproductive, or she is already using them and so gets his work done in a fraction of the time, and you are paying him for the time he hasn't given you. And by the way, this is how Midjourney imagines a person who is great with AI and automation. And what to do with this challenge? In the age of artificial intelligence, it doesn't make sense to reward the knowledge workers just for hours of work. Look to some data. The Gallup Institute published a study last year that said globally only 21% of employees are engaged and motivated, and 79% are actively in a state of disengaged and actively disengaged. And if you look at the chart, it's basically a Pareto chart. The main problem is motivation. First, let's talk about what motivation is. I like the definition that says motivation is a positive emotion related to a task. And you can easily recognize it yourself by looking forward to work in the morning. And motivation can't be ordered. It's an inner feeling. And now pay close attention. Many managers, even in senior positions, still mistakenly think that if they set high goals, a competitive environment, and target rewards for knowledge workers, they will achieve increased performance. That motivation will increase, but that's a mistake. Research by behavior scientists has long shown that this is not the case for knowledge workers at all. Target bonuses motivate people not to increase performance, but to get to their bonuses with the least amount of effort. If you are interested in more details, I would recommend Dan Pink's excellent 2009 TED Talk. Please search the name of the talk, The Puzzle of Motivation. And now I will briefly introduce you to the 3 secrets of motivation in digital and AI age that have helped us to build a fair collaboration environment and self-driving project teams. First secret, feedback as a part of the process happens within the team every week. And the bottom line is that the evaluation is not done by the team manager, but between the team members. And second secret, feedback it's recorded in credits. We don't use any timesheet and mandatory utilization. The number of hours someone has devoted to something is just one of the parameters. and team members evaluate the result together. And third secret, money is separate from the immediate evaluation. For us, bonuses for project management, for project work, are not based on the number of hours worked, but on the amount of credits recognized by the team at the date the bonuses are paid. At Shine, we call this innovative motivation system Motivace. And how are credits generated? Time. When you are doing a task, you have to give it time. Second, it's a role. To perform a task, you are in a role. You may be managing it, you may be a team member, you may be a junior who is learning. And third one is importance. The task has some importance. It can be high, it can be medium, it can be low. And last parameter is importance, usefulness. It can be great, it can be average, it can be none. And combination of these things, time, role, task, and importance and usefulness are the basis of the system we call the credit system here at Shine. And the credits are then used to distribute bonuses, e.g. For successful innovations and the projects. Everyone is thus motivated to complete the project as soon as possible and in the best possible way. And why? According to pre-agreed rules, a so-called reward pie is created. For example, it can be a percentage of the turnaround of an innovation. It can be a percentage of wages. It can be a part of the profit of a project. And the reward pie is gradually built up over a period of time. And the pie is divided by the proportion of contribution credits of each team member. How does it work in practice? If the team gradually agrees in regular meetings that in order to get the work done, a total of 4 credits have to be created. So the value of each credit at the end of the period will be 25% of pie. However, if the approved credits are much more, the pie will be cut into, let's say, 20 pieces, and the value of each credit will therefore decrease substantially. And most importantly, the value of the credit is not given in advance. And this is what our people have understood in a flash. They understood that it is not worth for them to do something longer than necessary, to redo things and to use resources unnecessarily. Instead, they help themselves and try to get the job done as soon as possible. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, future of reward system in the digital and AI age. And when COVID occurred in 2020, we used our proven credit system to resolve the crisis. How? We came up with a concept called dynamic shares. The principle is that we started to distribute part of the innovation revenue based on the credits that the development team had accumulated. So we didn't have to pay our money upfront in a situation where it wasn't yet clear whether the innovation would be successful and where we didn't even have the money. By giving our people a direct stake in successful innovation, we started to work much more collaboratively to make sure that the innovations were actually successful and that they got to market as quickly as possible. And the data are then displayed using the Microsoft Power BI tool. Everything is clearly accessible in graphs, and there is no secrets. And for example, you can see how individual team members contributed to their project and who work with whom and how intensively. And again, this visualization provides the permanent feedback to the project team members. And our unique high-tech, high-touch Motivace solution helps us to set the right motivation within the project team. And it's a great fit for today's AI age. Summary. For each project, we create an intent together. Then we work in an agile way in weekly sprints, and we plan together on a mural or Miro shared desktops, and we create weekly team commitments in Motivates and coordinate individual projects in a simple cloud-based application. And we repeat the whole cycle regularly every week. And as you can see, it is not complex. It's based on simplicity and visualization and repetitive attention to the each single project. And how can we solve the three main reasons why project fail using the project management 5.0 approach? Lack of simple project management habits can be addressed with Shine Project Management Academy, an innovative online training and mentoring platform. And underestimation of the importance of people character can be addressed through self-knowledge. And the talent dynamics typology is a great solution here, and especially for the simplicity of its application in practice. And relying on the software without motivating the team addresses the proper use of the triangle of change and setting motivation with purpose, autonomy, and mastery. And for us, our own Motivate solution has proven to work well here. And now I'm going to show you our upcoming Microschool Mastery of Project Genius 5.0. Here we'll teach you the techniques I just showed you in practice. But before we go through the landing page, let's stop at one thing. That is why project management works better online. And the key reason why project management training is more effective than in person is social learning. And it's the same as at school. People learn best from each other. They need shared repetitive experiences, and there has to be a class. And you just can't create that in a one-time event. And how does it all work? How does it all work? In online, it's simply no problem to run each program as a series of shortened sessions. For us, half a day has worked best. The shorter time also makes it great for solving the problem of time zones. And participants can prepare for each meeting with short micro-learning videos. These videos are only 2 to 4 minutes long, and they explain the necessary theory or show examples. And the actual online training is then a meeting between the participants and the trainer, and there everything is practiced straight away. And the lesson is followed by immediate practical application for the real case. And the next session starts with mastermind, where people get feedback, and the cycle takes place from 4 to 8 times, and the transfer of knowledge into practice is much better than in person. And this way, it's much easier to create a habit. In addition, it's much easier to find the time in your schedule. And if someone can't attend an online class, they can watch the recording. But there are many more reasons why online training is more effective than in person. You can read this LinkedIn article of mine. The article is in Czech, but if you turn and automating the translation, you will understand the concept perfectly. And Mastery of Project Genius 5.0 will transform Thomas from previously frustrated and overloaded to a happy and full of energy. And now, again, let me stop the sharing of the screen, and I will go to the real case examples. First of all, let me share to the chat link to the Mastery of Project Genius landing page, and let me jump to the page and make some short comment. You can see the Mastery of Project Genius 5.0 program will begin at the end of the May this year, and will teach you the practices that have worked best for us at Shine. And this program will help you to find your highly unique, personalized pathway to successful project implementation using the well-dynamic or calendar typology. And during the program, we will also show you how we use AI now. And in addition, because the program is part of the Genius offering, AI will assist you in finding your personalized path. And program runs for 4 weeks, and each week we focus on a specific topic. And online allows us to combine online training, do it with you, and self-study, do it yourself in a great way. It also allows us to directly practice techniques and technology that you can use straight away to make your project successful. And now let me make a comment, short comment to the landing page. Yes, you can read it next. And but let me specifically highlight a couple of things. Here you can see that each week focus to the specific technique, and this product includes not just sessions with a tutor, but also you will get a master your project Genius toolbox. It's a recipe how to structure the project initiation and planning and execution. There is also 60 minutes bonus Q&A session for your specific problems, but you will get a status of Genius mentor and educator metaversity. And also you will get a master your project Genius for Microsoft environment. It's particularly useful for you who rely on Microsoft environment. And also there is a 30 micro-learning courses available for you regarding digital effectiveness, digital skills, and also 10 additional specialized project thinking videos. And it means that the compelling offer includes a lot of value. And if you are considering to improve your digital project management skills heavily, it's available for you. But now let me go to the explanation how it's innovating program delivered. Here you can see Microschool is powered by the DigitSkills micro-learning portal. Here you can see an example. Digital productivity courses are also available on the portal. It's a simple to follow screen. Here you can read the course plan, and you will get all guidance. Here's my example explanation how to operate a mural, SharePoint, and here is an example of never assume anything short micro-learning video. And this video you can watch in advance of lecturing, and then it's a training, and obviously the training is recorded. You can watch it again, and you can download self-study materials and get some guides and etc. etc. It means that this training is actually series of activities. And here you can see that within the training is incorporated 30 do-it-yourself micro courses, digital productivity using Microsoft series of tools and project management. Again, you can jump to the course and do it yourself. And this learning strategy works pretty well. And also, let me share with you the mind map. Here you can see from the screen the highly interactive training delivered by Shine is actually a series of a lot of activities, videos, discussions. It means it is not the presenting PowerPoint slides or Google Slides. Yes, it works. It's structure and it works for orienting people pretty well. And the last example it's a mural training workspace. Here you can see soon the example of the micro school. Again, this is the guide. It's a long mural, and you can read its explanation step by step. It means that you are developing your case on a training, but at the same time, is a perfect perfect guideline for your project management real cases. Yes, and again, you can see the step-by-step approach. It's perfect for immediate usage. And now let me highlight one specific item. You can see from the screen, this is the landing page. As a GeniusU Faculty Level 3 partner, we co-created supplementary reports for the Well Dynamics test. And they contain several recommendations just for project management concerning your typology. And the supplementary reports can be obtained directly from GeniusU store, along with the token for the test. And but we have a special offer. Instead of the regular pack price, 106 bucks, here is a special offer for this webinar, just for 47 bucks. Because normally for purchasing a token, yes, you go to the store. But now I'm going to distribute to the chat the special link, and you can bypass the payment system, and you can get a special price for it. Yes, please feel free to take it. Yes, from the chat, and you can get this product as a present for a competitive price, just 47 bucks. Go there right now, and that's about supplementary reports. Again, you can see here some advanced project management techniques available to you. And now let me what to say to the conclusion. In emerging society 5.0, there is a need for project management 5.0. New technologies, AI will help, but the key is you and your people, and adopt the right simple project management habits. They lead to speed, and as I already mentioned, speed will help you to succeed. And use the power of your typology and implement everything immediately, test it, walk step by step, like you are walking on a mountain from hill to hill. The agile approach is great. It's not necessary to have a perfect solution nowadays. It's better to have it quickly, and especially to build the right habit. And on this journey, we would love to inspire. And again, let me share the contact to myself, to the GeniusU platform, and also let me share the screen with the contact. Yes, you can see again the link, and here it's a contact or contact to myself on the GeniusU. And since I'm one of the mentors, and we have a project mastery cycle directly on the GeniusU, but you can find me on the LinkedIn, or you can jump to the Shine Consulting landing page, and that's it. And before I will present the end, or we went to the end of the webinar. Let me stop the recording, and then thank you very much for your attention. And then